Hey YouTube, this is Intuitive Retta. How are you? This reading might be in a couple parts because I didn't realize that my battery is not good and I didn't charge it and I can't find the other one. So we're going to go into the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, Chris Rock thing, but the Chris Rock thing is going to come out a little later. But we're going to get into the relationship between Jada and Will Smith because you know I like to look into relationships. And so we have, if you would like your own personal reading, contact me at intuitiveretta@gmail.com. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. So, Will Smith has very feminine energy. He's the high priestess. He has the same energy as Kanye, the high priestess, justice, and judgment. Right? And this year for him is his emperor year. Jada Smith is the hermit in the moon. And this year is her lovers and devil year. Okay, if you guys remember way back, way before Jada got married to him, Will was with Sheree. I think her name is Sheree. And she's from my area. And if you remember, there's rumors that he was cheating with Jada. Jada and Will came out later and said no. But if you remember, Sheree's son wouldn't speak to to Will for a while. Their relationship was estranged because of what happened with the mother. And if you remember, I think Sheree still lives on on a house in his property. Will's always taken care of her. She's never really said anything bad about Will. Because he's been taking care of her. She kind of knows where the bones are buried or whatever. And if you remember, he said how when he first met Jada, or he first seen her, he was like, I'm going to marry her. Okay? So, if you look at how that thing is, like how that relationship started, as him being the high priestess, he has the energy where he has to express himself spiritually, and you kind of see that in some of his videos he do on Instagram. He goes to all these traveling places. Him performing, you know, as an actor is his way of, just like how I said, Kanye needs that spirituality in his music. Will really needs this spirituality in his acting. I know he did, what was the one he did? He did a movie of someone in the Bible, and it was, I forget, but he really needs to kind of embrace his spirituality, acting, and kind of converge that because he needs that. Like in the past life, or even in this lifetime, he would have been a good preacher or a man of God or something. He needs that kind of energy, but also he believes in really justice, karma, not necessarily our justice. It's his own moral code that he has, and also judgment. He really takes people's opinions. The public opinion really mattered to him. If you remember way back when, I think this was a couple years ago, Jada kind of put him on the spot and videoed him, and he got ticked off. I mean, he read her for filth. And we've seen a different side of him, because we're used to Will Smith being juvenile, kind of like a happy-go-lucky man. This is our perception of him. But that video, when she taped him without him realizing it, he was like, this is my business. Don't you dare, videotape me, because people's opinions of him really matters to him. And also, he is a spiritual man. So, when he said, when I got married the second time, I was saying that's it. That's part of his spirituality. It's part of his religion within himself. And, but people's opinions. So this last couple of years, he's been dragged. Jada's been she's been bringing all the dirt to the table. And people's opinion of Will Smith has changed. And a lot of people have looked at him kind of like as a joke. really, Jada is doing this to you and you're doing that? And I remember he got some good feedback with his book that came out. But all the stuff that he was putting in his book that showed him as this strong, like, caring man, she kind of, like, did the opposite with her red table talk. So, his manhood is kind of being put at play. And that's, like, the public opinion. That would drive him crazy. And this is his year of the Emperor year, about business, about ending things that no longer serve him, people, places, and things. You know, this is his month of trying to end things that no longer this year that no longer serve him. Try new things, but if he doesn't learn that lesson, it can go bad for him. But if this and next year is his Hierophant year, which is like a legal imbalance, if he was really truly wanting to end this marriage, it would be this year and next year to kind of start something new. So between this year, he may be thinking about it. You know, this year for him is masculine involved, end things that no longer and start new things. So if he wanted to end the marriage, it would be these next couple of this year and next year. Next year would be like the filing. This year is him thinking about it. Jada is the Hermit in the Moon. So how she's always told, I need to feel better about myself. I was in a bad place. This is just her energy. You know, you have to realize that you are this Hermit in the Moon, that you are a loner. You're someone that wants to seek enlightenment, but you tend not to share. You kind of stay to yourself. This can cause you a lot of depression and isolation and behavior problems, emotional problems. And this year's her Lovers and Devil. This year is about the little devil on her shoulder telling her to do things that maybe she shouldn't be doing. Her vices are going to come into play this year, and next year is her being so stubborn, damn the consequences. So, and then the following year for her is overcoming that. So, is there going to be a divorce? The energy is there. If Will decides to do it, it would be this year going into next year. So let's just see where their relationship is at, and then we'll see where they are. So I'm looking at this timer on this video camera because it doesn't have that long, and I don't want to. So let's just see the energy between Will Smith and Jada. Will Smith and Jada Pickett. Will Smith and Jada Pickett. Okay, I'm going to use this. Since they're both feminine energy, it doesn't really make a difference what side I'm going to put them on. So I'm going to give Will the masculine side because this year's his masculine energy year. Okay, so Will, what he has to work on and what she has to work on in regards to a relationship. Okay. So he has a lot of fear. Will has a lot of fear in relationships. He's a lot of fear in relationships. He's coming in a place of fear. So if you look back, he talks about how his father treated his mother, this and that, what he's seen growing up, and that's why he was like, no, this next relationship after Charette, I'm not going to get divorced. He lives in a lot of fear in regards to relationships and love. Jada has a lot of anger, and she's constantly mourning. Is she still mourning Tupac? She has a lot of anger. She's constantly mourning. But the problem is Jada doesn't like to sleep by herself. You know what I'm saying? So anybody can kind of feel in this bed to sleep with her because she doesn't like to sleep in herself, but she hasn't pulled herself out of her grief and anger. So what's in between their relationship? Is this a woman that's coming in between their relationship, or is it the energy of mother? Like, who is this, a separate person, or is their relationship kind of brought together because of, you know, the mother, the children? Jada's the mother. We'll see. So we're going to see for Jada. Jada wants to start new things, you know. She wants to kind of start from scratch. She wants to try new things. She wants to be on a new adventure, basically. Will is trying to he's trying to balance business and family. And he's kind of walking a tightrope, and one foot's in and one foot's out of this relationship and of this marriage. You know what I'm saying? I think he thinks for business, it's good, but the home life is suffering. So he's balancing. So I don't know what this means in regards. I'll look into that a little later. Let's see. I'm looking. I'm trying to see if you can. Okay. What does, and look at, she's wanting to new things, but what's tying her is the loyalty, you know, and then she's scared of the unknown. Is something going to come back and bite her in this new journey, you know? What does she want from Will? This card is upside down, and I usually, most of these cards are right side up. So to me, this is a card, if it was right side up, it would be her trying to stand her ground, holding it, even though she's weak. I don't even think she wants to fight. She doesn't even want to stand her ground for this marriage anymore. I think she really wants out of this marriage. I really think she wants out. What does Will want from her? Will wants some passion, some anger, some fight. So he wants for her to kind of fight for him, show him some passion, you know, show him something. She's not showing anything. She's kind of given up, you know. And this relationship in between is like, she's the mother of my kids. She was my wife. You know, he's trying to hold it, and they're trying to hold this kind of together. But she wants out. And he's 1 foot out, 1 foot in. And he's kind of like, is it business, you know, family? And he wants her to fight for it. And she doesn't want to fight. She doesn't want to stand up her ground, nothing. But in the end, she wants to be happy. She wants all her wishes fulfilled. She wants a happy family. She wants her wishes fulfilled. But how can you have a happy family, all your wishes fulfilled, when you don't even want to fight for anything? You don't even want to stand your ground. You want to start something new, whether or not you get, you know, you're also 1 foot out of the relationship, and you're not sure what are the unknowns. How dangerous are the unknowns? He wants to be free. He wants the victory. He wants to be free. And also because he's the spiritual card, and this card right here kind of reminds me of a cross, even though it's not. He's like standing on the cross in his religion and in his spirituality, wanting to be free. He just wants to be free. You know, he wants to celebrate and exclude freeness and stuff like this. He's angry. He's angry. He's angry. And he's thinking of his daughter, Willow, and Jaden. That's what he's thinking of. He's thinking of Willow and Jaden. He's angry, though. He's very angry and very passionate. And he's also thinking of his kids. And he's thinking of her as the wife and of the mother. So that's a lot. Like, remember how he said that this was the last time he wanted to get married? You know, that she is the mother of his kids. She's the wife. He doesn't want to, like, let go of that. He's hoping for some change, some epiphany, something that's going to say, oh, you know, all this is for something. And he's willing to give and take in this relationship. He's willing to give and take in this relationship. Like, their relationship is all about giving and taking, but he feels like he's the one who he feels like she just throws him whatever she wants, and he's kind of angry because he's just taking it. He's just taking it. What does their marriage look like? They're not in love anymore. They're trying to hold it. There's no more like love there anymore. You see this card's upside down too. There's no love there anymore. You know, they're trying to preserve what they have, whether it's business, financial, their family. They're trying to preserve and harness what they have and allow it to grow, but it's like it's a burden. And one of them feels like this is such a burden and I'm dragging my partner uphill. Like I'm carrying this burden on my back. And through all this turbulent times, I feel like this other person is a child and doesn't want to grow up, and I have to carry this burden on myself and drag my partner up through this hard times, and I'm trying to drag her up there with us to victory or to this, but this person is being a child throwing a tantrum while I'm like, come on, let's go, let's go. So who is the child that's being dragged? You know, and it's like constant changes, not even understanding what's going to happen next. The constant changes. I think the relationship with the young guy has caught, and the young guy is a lot of anger. I'm trying to think this is August Alsina. He has a lot of anger. Will is a lot of anger. August has a lot of anger, which he's been out for a while, but he's still angry. He's still ready to use things as a weapon. And I don't know if this is a woman or if this is Jada who uses her thoughts and words as a weapon. And they hit. Like they hit. Her thoughts and her words she uses as a weapon and they hit. There needs to be they need some real like guidance, like some spiritual guidance. Like I don't know, like fighting off the attacks. The Empress. I see the other sun. And even though I feel that Will feels that he should have stayed with Sheree. He's thinking about what it used to be and his other son. And he's like, she could have been my ultimate like wife and the mother of my kids. So I think he's thinking it back to Sheree. He's living in the past. Let's see. This is about to die. So, this is about to die. I want to look more into it. But, this is about to die. So, let me just see. What did Will feel about the August Alsina thing? I'm just going to do this and then we'll do part 2. What did Will feel about Jada's affair with August Alsina? He felt that it was, you know, justice. Maybe I was doing this, so she did that, and vice versa. He just wanted, what did he feel? That she, you know, needed this. Like, she needed this in some way, like, emotionally, and she needed this. Just being stubborn, going full steam ahead. Things change fast for the family. Were you angry about her affair? I think August was her son's friend, right? So I see the son come up, right? I see that Will is thinking about his son in regards to August. And also so busy trying to fight the attacks coming his way. Like he and all the things that were coming, they were trying to fight the attacks. like, he wants love. He wants love. He wants like a pure love. But this love is on top of his abundance. So is he in love with his spirituality? Like, he's holding firm in his own spirit and his own thoughts and what he feels like. But he does want to be free. Let's see about his affairs. Was he having affairs? Because we see him with... He wanted an escape. He wanted an escape. He wanted something new too. But the marriage was holding him together. But he was looking for an escape. He was looking for a renewal. He felt dead inside, and he wanted to escape the confines of what this marriage was. He wanted to escape the confines. In this, did he fall in love with another woman? I think that his own devil, like I don't think he fell in love with these women that he was with, or this woman that he used them as an escape. But if you look at this love under a marriage, there's no more love between him and Jada anymore. Like, in love, like I'm in love with you, you're in love with me. There's no love in that marriage anymore. But I feel like a lot of things that's holding on to him is his own ego, his own vices and stuff like that. I think he was looking for an escape in other women, in other sexual conquest. And that was part of his ego doing it. Because there's no love in that marriage anymore. And he felt like, you know, this was him trying to create something new, or start something new, or create things. So we're going to go deeper into this. This is about to die, and I don't want it to die, this video. Let me see. I got a couple of minutes before this just goes. What does Jada think about her marriage to Will? It looked like she wants out. Let's see. What does Jada want? She's depressed. She's depressed. Is she drinking a lot? Or was she drinking a lot? She's in a state of depression. She's looking for other things. Like, the grass is always greener on the other side. So that's what she's kind of thinking of, how to fulfill her cups. So she's in a depressed state, and she's trying to, like, this emptiness. She's trying to fill it and trying to figure out ways to kind of fill her emptiness with all these different things. But all it's leading is to more confusion. But she's like staying for the family and money. But she wants to come together maybe with Will and start something new. Or maybe with another person. You know, she wants to create her own story, their own picture. She wants to be the director of what this picture looks like. But she's very sexual. She's very sexual. She's very sexual. Or it also could be, is this her or this love? Like, she needs her love tank filled. It reminds me of, who used to say that on the Housewives? I think that was Vicky. And it's like, this love, that this marriage or whatever, it's holding on to a lot of finances, and it's like, still, she also feels like she's going up an uphill battle, and maybe she's the one that Will's trying to push uphill, or she feels like she's the one who's pushing Will. But she's very sexual. The public opinion's really beating on them. The public opinion's really, really beating on them. And she wants out fast. I don't know if she wants this escape from this marriage or what, but I'm seeing an 8, maybe August or in 8 months from now. Remember, I said if there was a divorce, it would be towards the end of this year and into next year. It could still be, what's 8 months from now? We're in what? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November or December. That's kind of his energy of whether to leave it or to stay. And it'll be next year if he filed for divorce. It will be a big legal battle. Or it could be Chris Rock sues him next year, because it's going to be something legal next year. But I see like she wants to get away fast. She wants to get away fast. So put down what questions you guys want to know in regards to their relationship. And then we're going to look into what's going on with Chris Rock and Will Smith. But this is a way for you guys to kind of, what questions did you have in the relationship? Or what? So talk to you guys later. Bye.